exciting. That said, last week we announced our new pharmaceutical weight loss prescription products that are now available. I want to clarify something, and then I'm going to show you guys the site because that is live right now. So yeah, I wanted to get the funnel out first because they kind of go together. In fact, in big part, they go together because the weight loss medication side is really just another door to get them into the funnel, if that makes sense. So I just want to clarify something because we had some feedback and some negative comments, and I love that you guys get it. I love that you guys are like, no medicine, no prescriptions, no drugs, because yes, that is what we are all about. We're not trying to sell drugs. We're not trying to get people on medication. We're trying to do the exact opposite. We're trying to get people off of their medication, off of their prescriptions, and we are doing that. We are doing that in a very big way. I mean, Lisa gets testimonials every single week of people's different blood levels and blood work and different cholesterol levels and all this stuff, and how they've dropped 2-3 medications this week, and it is awesome, and they're loving it, and we're loving it, and that's what it's about. So the prescription medication, first of all, over 80% of people are not going to qualify for these drugs. You can't just go out and buy weight loss drugs because you think you want to lose 10, 15 pounds. They're only for people who are obese and kind of need that head start. And it's not to stay on it forever. It's to take it for 6 to 9 months, maybe a year. But at the same time, you need supplements. And that's where we're going with this, because just like all of our other products, we've got the highest quality at the lowest price. With prescription medication, highest quality is I don't want to say irrelevant. We want highest quality, but drugs are drugs are drugs. They're the same. They're compound semaglutides, compound tirzepatides. We'll talk about that here in a second. But lowest price is always going to be our thing. And we don't want you guys to, just like every single one of our products, no matter what it is, we want for you to know that when you're going out there and marketing it, selling it, talking about it, sharing it, that it is the lowest price out there anywhere. And so that's what we've done with the weight loss drugs. And so the reason for that, and I'm not trying to justify things here, I'm just explaining how it works, is that there are a lot of people out there paying 50%, 100%, 200% more than what you could get them for at LiveGood. So we want to attract those people to get their medication from LiveGood. So number one, they could save money, but number two, and more importantly, so they can get into that funnel door that way. So they can learn about LiveGood supplements, because everybody needs LiveGood. Everybody needs our supplements, and especially people who are on this weight loss medication, because already none of us are getting everything we need out of our daily diets. We're all deficient in something. We all need to supplement. Soil's not producing everything it used to. Our foods aren't giving us all the nutrients we need. And especially when you're on these weight loss medications and now you're taking in less food, less nutrients, less vitamins, less good stuff into your body than even before when you weren't getting enough. Now you're getting less. You need supplements even more, especially if you want to maintain your health while you're on this medication, and especially, again, if you want to maintain a healthy lifestyle and continue that trend even after you get off the medication. So the medication is not to sell medication. The medication is to introduce people to supplements to help them get healthy long-term. So I just want to clarify that. That said, there's a lot of documentation on these medications. There are a lot of testimonials. There are a lot of health stories. I mean, over 40 million people in the United States alone are taking this medication. That's a big market. That's a market that we can't ignore. And if there's an opportunity to take advantage of that, I mean, just like the network marketing industry, we recognize how many people are in the network marketing industry, not 100 million?
Worldwide, about 100 million. United States, about 10 million.
Okay. So think about that, guys. There are 10 million. I love that. That actually, man, that makes me more excited about this. So there's 10 million network marketers in the United States. 10 million people in network marketing in the United States. That's a big group of people. right? 10 million. I mean, we've only got of the 1.3 million people, probably 300 or 400,000 of them are in the United States. I'll have to look at the exact numbers. So the market's huge, 10 million. The number of people on these weight loss medications is 4 times the number of people in network marketing. 40 million people in the United States are using this weight loss medication. So if we're only focused on the 10 million networkers, we're missing out on a lot more people out there. I mean, obviously, 300 million people in the United States need supplements, but when for more than that, right? How many people are in the United States? Nader knows all these
400
stats.
million. 400 million people.
So that means 1 out of 10 adults in the United States are on this weight loss medication. That's a huge market. And for us to ignore that market and not recognize that there is a huge opportunity here to help people get healthy and to help you guys build your organization, quite honestly, and make a lot of money, that would be irresponsible of us. So to recognize such a huge group, guys, 40 million people and growing every single day, more and more people are getting on these medications and getting results from them. The challenge is I think too many people are I don't want to say committed or addicted, but planning on using them for the rest of their lives, which I think is scary and dangerous. We don't want that. More than anything, we want people to supplement. We want them to be healthy while they're on the medication. We want them to be healthy after they're done with the medication. So just want you guys to recognize that we're doing this huge markets. And anytime we recognize, I mean, you got a bubble of 40 million people out there who need what we have. We're absolutely going to do what we can to attract them, to go after them, and to help them, and to help you guys be able to do that and make money. So that said, let me show you guys the site. It's pretty basic right now. We actually changed a few things. We're adding a few things. Once that funnel is in place, we're going to have a whole video on here that introduces people. That says, hey, pretty much what I just said. And it's Ryan. There's one with Ryan. There's one with me. We've done a lot of stuff. We've been in the studio a lot, really knocking out some powerful content just that's going to drive this funnel just to huge levels and power and awesomeness. But it's going to tell people, hey, you know, whether you're on these drugs or not, you absolutely need supplements. Take this questionnaire to figure out which supplements you need. And if they're already on the medication, I mean, there's already, they need the basics. They need the daily essentials pack. They need the multivitamin. They need the vitamin D. They need the magnesium. We're in most cases, I mean, almost everybody who fills out that survey, we're telling them they need the greens. Super greens are so important for your health. The super reds come up a lot, especially for people who have cardiovascular issues. There's some sleep product recommendations in there. I'm super excited for our CBN sleep gummies that are coming out real soon. Our gut health product will be added to that as it comes out. But so really exciting stuff. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you guys what we got, because it is live now. So I'm going to show you the screen so you can see it. You don't have to go in your back office, try to find it. May or may not be there yet. Hold on, here we go. Okay. All right. Do you guys see this?
Oh, yeah, baby.
So it's called LiveGood Clinic. So your site will be livegoodclinic.com/your username. If you want to send people here. Now, they do, let me refresh this because I told them to take off this LiveGood logo. There we go. It says Shop LiveGood now. So only members, so let me show you. So we eliminated, we talked about last week that we're going to also sell the name brand Ozempic and Wegovy products. And there's a lot of regulation as far as the pricing on those, where we couldn't tell people this is the lowest price ever, because there's promotions, and depending on how many doctors are referring, they could actually get it less. So we didn't want to sell something where we're not 100% absolutely going to be the lowest price. So we eliminated those. We're only selling the compounds, which is the same active ingredient in the Ozempics and the Wegovys, but at a much lower price. So we've got the semaglutide for $199. We've got the tirzepatide. Can you guys see this? I've got my screen over here for $399. Most companies, I'll show you over here. This is the lose weight page. Got more information. So semaglutide normally sells for $299 a month or more. A lot of companies, these what do you call them, boutique type clinics, sell for as much as $600-700 a month. So we're $199 a month. Tirzepatide usually sells for $700, $699. We're at $399. Save $300 a month on tirzepatide, and that's a powerful one. But you want to learn more? Click on the Learn More. Tells you all about semaglutide. Tells you all about tirzepatide. Right here, you can decide which one you want to take. And then if you are a member, if you click on See If You Qualify, and you are a member, it takes you to the questionnaire that qualifies you to see if you qualify to get a prescription for this medication, whether you're already on a prescription or you're not on a prescription. So say you want the semaglutide, fill out the information, you put in your email address, agree to terms, you put in your height, your weight, answer some questions about your health to see if you, because if you're on like 10 prescription medications already, you're not going to qualify because it's just going to risk your health too much. But if you're otherwise in pretty good shape and you just have a lot of extra weight that you need to lose, then you're probably going to qualify. We have doctors and in all 50 states because these are drugs. These are prescription medications. So you can't just buy them because you want them. You have to have a doctor recommendation. I don't know whose site I'm on here. And so once you go through it, ask you what state you're in. Most states, just from answering the questions, honestly, the doctors can give you a prescription. Some states require a phone call, and a few states actually require a Zoom call. So you'll be informed on all that stuff. And if you qualify or your prospect qualifies, they can then buy it. As we talked about, it is illegal, 100% illegal to pay commissions on drugs, on medications. That's why we're keeping this 100% members only, because only members have access to this. So if people want it, they have to become a member, which means you get paid, you get, they go in your matrix, all that stuff. So if they click on See If You Qualify and they're not logged in or they're not a member, it takes them to a page that is not showing here because I'm apparently logged in, but that tells them they need to be a member. Click here to be a member. There's also a link up here if you're not logged in that says become a member. And if you want to go back to the LiveGood site, you can click here. It goes to Shop LiveGood. So, Nodder, is that your background noise over there? I'm going to mute Nodder. There we go. Okay. So yeah, pretty simple. And then in your LiveGood back office, you'll see in the My Address page, there will be a link there. And there's also going to be a link in your left-hand column to LiveGood Clinics. So if you're logged into LiveGood and you click that, you'll automatically be transported over here and already logged in. So if you wanted to see if you qualify, you can do that as well. So you can now send your prospects here if they're interested in the prescription medication. I mean, obviously, the supplements are much better, much healthier, and that's where we want to lead people first. But for people who absolutely need that jump start, that head start, then they can do that. Where's my stop share? Okay. Can you see me now? Cool. So that's it. So that's what we got so far. Again, it's pretty basic, pretty simple right now. It is 100% functional. People can order, people can sign up, they can become a member and get all the information that they need through that site. And yeah, so it's live. Go for it. But yes, it's really just, again, another funnel and a door for another 40 million people out there who need our supplements. And that's what we want to focus on. So, Dr. Ron, you want to add anything to that?
Yes, I do, Ben. Awesome. Thank you very much. Just like you, I'm not trying to defend the decision. I'm very proud of this. I'm very, very proud that we can bring these meds to the public now, and they can get access to them at a great price. Because look, let's face it, this is a very real situation. If you are suffering with overweight or obesity, and whether or not you've tried some other diet or some weight loss, you've heard people tell you to do these different things to lose weight, and it's not happening, and years are going by. Well, guess what? You're increasing your likelihood of, for sure, diabetes, cancer, heart disease. It's going to happen. Either way, you're going to land in some place where you're put on some prescription medication. I love this tool. Ben and I, we love this tool. We're like, okay, so now we have an injectable medication. It's super easy, once a week, subcutaneous injection that at a low dose will not have any of the nasty side effects that you read about, we'll help people. We are going to help people with education, titrate up, get to a point where they're losing weight. But most importantly, we're going to get people to a place where they will be successful with their weight loss program long term. That, guys, that is the answer. That's what we're shooting for here. We're not looking to get somebody on a prescription drug and say, great, see you later. See you at your next visit in 6 months or 12 months or whatever. And, not at all. Not at all. But there are some things, and Ben, you could cut me off at any time, but I want to make sure people realize, like, we're aware of some of the downsides associated with these meds. You will lose weight, which means that 20% body weight is going to include muscle mass. It's going to include soft tissue. It's going to include bone density. And I'm not scaring you because we've got solutions for that. That's how we're going to educate you along the way. We have solutions. Those are just challenges, guys. And we can overcome those. We can get you into a healthier state and then look at what's happening with the results. Look what's happening. We're reducing heart attacks, like not we, but the drug, this medication class is reducing heart attacks and strokes. It's lowering the incidence of diabetes. It's therefore lowering kidney disease. Guys, it's helping across virtually every single diagnosis or every single disease state, virtually every single one. So a lot of good can come of this if we do it the right way, if we do it well together. So I'm pumped, guys. I'm super, super pumped about it. Ben, back to you.
Awesome. Yes. And every single one of those 40 million people who are using these drugs, these medications, need the essential aminos. Just like Ryan said, they're losing, when they're not taking in all those nutrients, a lot of that weight loss, up to 25% of it, is lean muscle mass. They've got to protect that lean muscle. That's why essential aminos are so important. Part of the funnel, we've actually got a whole exclusive funnel strictly for this that goes along with that. And that's going to be rolled out in the next few weeks as well, because this is something every one of those 40 million people, whether they buy the medication from us, whether they're a member of LiveGood or not, need our essential aminos to protect that lean muscle mass. Otherwise, when they're losing that fat, they're going to be losing muscle too, and that's just going to make them even more unhealthy. But it's sad that the world has gotten to where it's gotten, where we're as unhealthy as we've ever been. So many people, 75% of people are overweight or obese, that now 40 million people need these drugs to fix what's been happening over the last 20, 30, 40 years. It's crazy. So we want to reverse that. We want to help people, and we want to avoid that from ever happening again. And that starts with education. And it's sad. It's unfortunate. I mean, I believe this should be taught. I mean, I could go on a whole rant about this, about how stuff that is not helpful in real life. But I think really from kindergarten, people should learn about health, wellness, supplements, food, eating, diet. I mean, and it's something that no one's taught. And that's why we've gotten to where we've gotten. And so education is so important. That's our focus. That's our commitment. That's what we want to do to help people understand how to avoid this from happening and just be healthy, because healthy people are happy people. They're more productive people. They get along. Everyone wins when people are happy. So
well said.
Thank
Love
you.
That.